Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Saints, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They go play action here on first down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. And it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. We have it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that. All his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going and move the football.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down. Strong. He finds his man. Complete. It's Young. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
3 yards remain for second down. And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it comes now a third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was and stopped him just short.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just playing on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Back to throw. Strong. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. It looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This one goes underneath to Walker. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Looking to throw. Strong. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice
This is Alvin Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Saints are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Winston. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Alton Robinson charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're a back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. This one caught out wide by Landry. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Again, Kamara. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
The kick by Lutz is good. So a long ball hits him down inside the 5. That's really nice for just the field goal.
That would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. To throw on 2nd down. Strong. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Ford, the tight end. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd. Crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following the interception, Winston. He'll buy some time right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good. He's been on to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
Actually, it is the kicker you can depend upon because he has missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Strong. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Here's Walker. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Strong. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Touchdown! Noah Fant, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. First down, Winston. Thomas brings it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Winston. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Strong. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit it. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Off play action. Strong. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Play action now. Winston. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Winston now to throw on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Second and 10 now from the 27. On play action, Winston. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Boye Mafe
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Walker with another carry. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
He's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Strong.
And this a quick slant to Lockett. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Strong.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Saints 6. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Here's Winston.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Strong got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Strong.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Here's Winston. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. To throw, Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The 40. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. The extra point now coming from Myers. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. A first down throw for Winston. A throw over the middle taken in by Troutman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball. And unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Jameis to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Working out of the gun, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg. Strong. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. This from 42 yards out. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try to throw now. Winston. This is caught. It's Hardy. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On 1st and 10, Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
Off the play fake, Winston. And he fires one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Jameis again. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Winston to Thomas there for the Saints' first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
From the red zone now, Winston. Rolling to his right. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To the air again with Winston. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half.
I'm the best, and you know, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and you know.